Hi guys, it's Shay from Ayaba's Wind. I'm here to do your December 2019 reading for the Gemini Collective Air Sign. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving holiday. I'm back again. For those people who this is the first time you're watching my videos, I am a priestess in the Afro-Cuban tradition amongst many other African-based traditions. And so I interpret the tarot cards, the Orisha tarot cards, from a very Afro-Cuban spiritualist perspective, okay? So it's slightly different from what a lot of people are doing online, all right? But I do use comparisons to the traditional tarot so that you can connect to the meanings and understandings of things, okay? And then I go into the advice section where I tap into spiritual Odu, which is a very ancient doctrine in my tradition that governs the way we live, and it helps us to fulfill our destinies in the most positive way possible. So I'm going to start off with a quick prayer to pull down the spirit guides and protections of the Gemini Collective. And then from there, I am going to go into the tarot card reading, and then we'll go into the advice portion. Also, if you want a private reading, you can email me at ayabaswind999@gmail.com. If you like the video, if you like what I'm doing, please like the video. If you want to stay tuned and stay posted to when I post new videos, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. And some of the information may resonate with you, none of it may resonate with you, or all of it may resonate with you. So it just depends. Everyone is different. Every Gemini is going to be slightly different because of the placements in their chart. Okay. Also, it depends on the energies that fall. How quickly they resolve themselves is based on how strong you are built up spiritually. Okay, whether you're in prayer and meditation, doing yoga, breathing exercises, chanting mantras, etc., etc. Okay, so if you're spiritually fortified, then any negative energies or any challenges that come up will resolve themselves rather quickly. However, if you are not spiritually in tune, it will take longer for those issues and challenges to resolve. Okay, so I'm going to do your reading. I'm going to start off with a quick prayer. If by chance you do not want to hear me pray, if you don't want to see the shuffling, you can look down in the description section, and you can jump to the time marker for the actual tarot reading and then the advice section. Okay, so I'm going to get started. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Gemini Collective Air Sign, whose birthdays range from May 20th to June 21st. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Gemini Collective Air Sign, whose birthdays range from May 20th to June 21st. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit guides, protections, guardian angels of the Gemini Collective Air Sign, whose birthdays range from May 20th to June 21st. I come before you here today to call you forth, to invite you here to this reading. I pray that the information you bring forth flows accurately and abundantly. I pray that your Gemini children are able to understand the information that's being given to them, that they take action in helping them to open all the doors and all the paths to their success, happiness, and well-being. We pray that you will remove all the blockages and obstacles from their path and break the invisible ties and chains that attempt to bind them, enslave them, and hold them back. Uplift them and help them to fulfill their destinies in the most positive, successful way possible. We honor your presence here tonight. Modupwe. Thank you. Hold on just a second. Okay, let me get these cards real quick because your cards are flying. Okay. I'm going to pull one more card. Okay, clearly that's where they want me to stop. So that's what I'm going to do. So you got 5 cards. 2 cards came reversed. So let me just switch this here and we'll get started. So the first card that came is the Babalarisha. So the Babalarisha is the equivalent to the Magician in traditional tarot. So the Magician in traditional tarot talks about manifestation, creating things, manifesting things. Here we have the Babalarisha. So in Orisha Tarot, it's saying that you have the gift and the ability to manifest things for the good and to manifest things for the bad. Okay, so that means you have the potential and free will to do as you will. However, you just have to be mindful of how you channel your energies, okay? Spirit is saying that you have all the tools that you need to create your world, all right? But Spirit wants you to use it for the good, to advance you, to uplift you. Okay. Spirit is also saying, you have the potential to be a priest or a priestess or some kind of sage-like person. All right. You have the ability to lead. You are, very social. You're very likable. And so therefore, there will be many people that will look up to you. Okay. So you have the potential to do spiritual work, to be a leader, and Spirit wants you to tap into that. You would also benefit at this time by wearing lots of white, okay? It is wintertime, however, white is hot all year round. And so Spirit is saying, if you want to stay illuminated, if you want to keep your aura nice and light, you definitely want to begin to nurture and cultivate your spiritual energy through prayer, through meditation, through mantras. And like I said in previous videos, my mantras are on the playlist, under my playlist. Under Sanskrit mantras, you can also do the chakra um, mantras as well, okay? And you can find those on my playlist as well. But all of those things will help to cultivate your spirit. In addition to engaging in yoga, meditation, prayer, Reiki, whatever spiritual beliefs or religious system you're in, prayer is good for you, okay? And so, the Spirit is looking upon you and looking to see that good things come to you, but you want to stay light. Wearing dark colors is not going to be good for you, okay? You want to stay illuminated. You definitely do not want to be sleeping in darkness. So night lights all around the house are very important. You want to stay illuminated. You want to keep your head clean and clear, okay? So that means no drinking, all right? Or drinking very little. I know it's holiday season and it's hard, but you have the Orisha that showed up, Shango, Mafedi Fun Shango. Shango is the male aspect of God, the king aspect of God, the strategist aspect of God, okay? Shango was once upon a time, he was on earth, okay? He was walking this earth. Shango at that time was very virile. Okay. Shango loved to party, loves a good party, loves looking good, loves smelling good. The women are very much attracted to him. So that if you kind of can imagine this energy, it's someone who walks into the room, walks into the club, and everyone is just like, oh my God, who is that? Okay. Very sensual, can be very sexual at times. Sometimes the energy can be a bit promiscuous and overindulgent. Okay, and so Shango is here saying in his high vibration state that he does not want you to go that route, because that route, when he was on this earthly plane functioning in that low vibration state, it brought problems. It brought issues and challenges, okay? And so he's trying to save you from that. So just be careful of like overindulging in alcohol, drugs, because you got to keep your head right and clear, okay? Because Spirit is saying that they want you to lead. They want you to be a leader. They want you to step into your leadership role. And Shango is king. Maferi Fun Shango. Thank you, Shango. Shango is making his presence known. He wants you to crown yourself, okay? But you cannot crown yourself if your head is a wreck, all right? So it's showing him in prayer mode. And so Shango's message to you, this God force message, is saying to you, like, go into prayer mode. You got to shut that phone down. Take that phonecation, turn that phone off 20, 30 minutes. Go into your peaceful mode, light a candle, put a glass of water, quiet yourself until you can hear your breathing, until you can hear the silence. And try and do that for 10 minutes, then 15 minutes, and then incorporate chanting mantras. You can, there's a recipe of mantras, okay? A wealth of mantras. You can chant a mantra for love. You could chant a mantra to protect you from evil. You could chant a mantra to attract someone into your life. You could chant a mantra for abundance. You can chant a mantra for granting you a boon. Okay? There's so many things, and the mantras are really quick and easy. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes to chant 108 times. They're really easy to pronounce, and it's awesome. So it's like medicine for the soul, for the spirit, and for the mind, because you're reprogramming yourself, right? So the other card that came reversed is the Five of Air. So the Five of Air is actually the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords talks about like strife, conflict, fighting. It could represent divorce in some cases, um, competition, bochinche, gossip, just backstabbing kind of type behavior, okay? So, but in this card, it shows the birds, they're at the watering hole, and there's an alligator lurking off to the side, and he's watching his prey, okay? So what Spirit is saying is that, yes, you do have haters. You have haters, and they're watching you, okay? And so they could be watching you. They could be putting their evil eye on you. I don't know. I don't see any heaviness right now, although your spread is I haven't pulled many cards for your spread because I'm trying to shorten the readings right now. But in your spread, there's not real serious indication that there's any brujeria or witchcraft or dark magic being thrown. But it is saying that you do have enemies. Okay. And so you better keep your eyes open for that. The next card that came is the Six of Air, which is also the Six of Swords. And so in traditional tarot, the Six of Swords talks about, moving to calm waters, okay? Taking a break, just leaving stuff behind and moving forward, all right? Here, it shows the birds and they're flying away. They're flying off to, better situations, better weather, better climate, okay? And so, but this came reverse. So it could mean that you may feel kind of like stuck in a situation. You may feel kind of trapped, like there's no movement. There could be like some stagnation. So Spirit wants to move you forward. And so Spirit is going to help you to do that. But you need to take the good foot forward and engage in prayer and meditation. You're going to hear, like I sound like a broken record. I'm going to continue to say that because this is how you fortify yourself spiritually through prayer, through meditation, through mantras, through yoga, whatever it is, however you connect to spirit. Okay. Um, so yeah, so you definitely got to keep your eyes open for that. You do have an awesome card, which is the Ten of Earth. Look at that. The Ten of Earth is actually the Ten of Coins. And in traditional tarot, that is like the bomb card, okay? That is such an awesome card because it represents, like, it could represent big inheritance coming. It could represent old money that goes way back from a rich, wealthy family. And it can represent like just the ideal situation, like a great marriage, great relationship with lots of stability, security, financial wealth, happiness, okay, and fulfillment. All right. Um, yeah, you just see an abundance of wealth here. Okay, this may not be coins actually, but fruits and vegetables for a village, and having abundance like this is wealth. Okay. Also, this card could be saying that you really need to start looking into your diet more about eating more things from the earth. You may want to ease up on eating the meat if you're eating meat and, begin to explore eating much more fruits and vegetables and things like that. The thing that pops out in the card is the bananas. So it could be that you may be low in potassium and other like magnesium and other vitamins and minerals that are in bananas. That's if you're not allergic, you should definitely eat them. Just don't eat too much because too much potassium is not good for your heart. But definitely that's what's standing out. Okay. So, brightly colored vegetables would be beneficial for your diet. Okay. So let's see what Odu has to say. And so if you just give me a couple of seconds, I'm going to pull from Odu. What you might want to do is get a pen, piece of paper, or you can get your phone and type in everything, or just replay the video over and over again to get the information. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's get started. Got 3 messages from Spirit. This is Odu. This is the birth of wisdom. It's the womb of wisdom and knowledge. Okay, so like I said, it's very ancient. So Spirit is speaking through this. So what Spirit is saying, the first message is, don't play with fire or you will be burned. So what Spirit is saying, like, you got to be careful of taking risks. You got to be very careful of engaging in risky behavior. Okay, because Spirit is saying you will get burned. The only Orisha, the only energy force that owns fire is Shango. Well, Yah does too, but Shango owns fire. Okay, So he's the only one that could deal with fire. Okay, that's that male aspect of God that deals with fire, passion, desire. Okay, because this is also what Shango represents: passion, desire. All right, the fire for life and living. Um, because it talked about fire, you definitely cannot leave candles unattended in your house. Do not. It's a no-no. The fire could burn your house down. Fire at this time for you is very dangerous. This energy that's moving is very dangerous, all right? Be careful of visiting sick people, because in the hospital, you visit sick people. Some people get sick from natural causes. Some people get sick from having spell work, black magic, brujeria, witchcraft done on them. Curses, spells, hexes, okay? I did a write-up on it in my discussion section of the channel, so you can read that. And one of the big cases that everyone talked about was the Kennedys, the Kennedy family, okay? So if you look into it, if you Google it, you'll see where they talk about curses, all right? So this stuff is real, right? Like I said, visiting sick people, if you got to visit sick people, if it's a mother or father, or you got to take your kid to the hospital, dress in white, keep your head wrapped in white, or white hat, something. Don't stand at the head of the bed or the foot of the bed. Always stand in the center of the bed when you're visiting the person, all right? Because at the head and the foot, there are entities that can enter and exit through those points, okay? And if you stand at the head, you're susceptible to having a spirit jump onto you, okay? If it is in fact the spirit that's making this person sick. And then you wind up taking it home, you get sick, your life is a wreck now because these spirits jumped on you, okay? After you leave the hospital, you can actually carry like a bag of dried rice. Take a handful of dried rice, hold it in your hand like a bar of soap, pass it over your head, the back of your neck, the front of your body, your chest, your back, all the way down to your feet, and drop it at a corner or drop it in the middle of an intersection. And if someone calls you, Mister, you dropped something, don't look back. Just keep going, okay? Because what it is, the rice or the beans, the dried beans, is either dried rice or dried beans, as you use it to clean off, it acts as a magnet and it pulls off the negativity, okay? It pulls it off and then it drops it and scatters it. You're worried about cleaning yourself, all right? Don't worry about anything else, anyone else. It's saying that someone is envious of you because they think you know more, okay? And so that is why this card came with this alligator lurking. So you do have haters. Spirit is saying that money may be coming through a woman. So I don't know who this woman is. It could be an inheritance of someone in your family who may cross over. Someone could gift you money, okay? But Spirit is saying that money is coming through a woman. Spirit is saying that if you were married, if you're a woman, your husband may have left you because of something that was bad that was done to him, okay? So this is not going to pertain to everybody, but it's going to pertain to a select few. That if you and your husband broke up, he could have left you because of something that was done to him. Meaning someone could have worked him. There could have been another woman, a jealous woman, that tried to pull him away from you by using spells, spell work, curses, hexes, bilongos, trabajos, negative ebos, works, okay, to try and pull him away from you. Okay, this is what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying that you got to watch traps on paper, like in contracts and stuff like that. Also, Spirit is saying that you may hear news of someone passing away. And Spirit is saying that if you are sick and this news comes in, do not go to the funeral. Please don't. At funeral homes and cemeteries, there are tons of dead. There are rested dead, and then there's unrested dead. And these unrested dead, their lives were taken too soon. They're very angry and upset that their life was taken. And therefore, they are looking to hitchhike and jump onto someone so that they can either manifest their rage and their anger through their horse, which is you, or live out their life as if they were still alive on earth. Okay. So spirit is saying, like, don't do it, because when you're sick, your vibration is low and you are susceptible to possibly getting possessed or mounted with a spirit. You're susceptible to picking up spirits, not actually getting possessed, but bringing spirits home with you, and then they cause nightmare headaches in your life. Okay. Um, Watch your arms and legs. Something about your arms and legs that could possibly break at this time. So just be careful of like rollerblading, cycling, rock climbing, those things that, put these extremities at risk. Spirit is saying that arms and legs could break at this time. Wow. I did talk about the possibility of brujeria, and it's saying here that someone may have thrown brujo to make you lose a job or your life. So that's pretty serious. Um, wow. Okay, and maybe that's why Shango showed up here. Because Shango, the male aspect of God that talks about, stepping into your power. Okay, because Shango is an Oba, he's a king. And he's a master strategist. He's comandante. Okay, he's the dandara. Okay, so maybe he's showing up because of this brujeria or witchcraft that was thrown. All right, and so spirit wants you to step into your power to break these spells and curses and take charge. Okay, to put your foot down and take charge. Okay, and this is exactly what this card looks like. Spirit is also saying that you have the potential to be a diviner. Okay. You can divine tarot cards. You could read fire, read water, um, read tea leaves, coffee grinds. You could read the ash off a cigar. Okay. You have the ability to divine. So this is what Spirit is saying. So you could be a natural born spiritualist. You also have to watch your blood. Watch getting holes in your body, watch tattoos, watch getting needles, okay, at this time, because you could be very susceptible to sickness, okay, because there's something here that talks about your blood. So you definitely got to go to the doctor to get your blood checked, okay. I'm not saying that anything is there, but Spirit is saying that you got to get your blood checked. You should do your blood check very soon, and do it every like 6 months, 3 to 6 months, okay. The next message is the cat will bite the hand that feeds him. So basically what it's saying is that, you got friendships, you got relationships, you may do for people, and then they may stab you in the back. Okay. Like they're users. They take from you and then they give you their ass to kiss. This is what Spirit is saying. Okay. If you are in my tradition and you are in a Leo, and Spirit is saying that you may need to get a reading to see if you need to make Ocha, because yet again, this letter is coming up, okay? Or are moving and receiving certain things. And you have to talk to your godparent about that, okay? Spirit is saying that you should change the furniture around in your house and then throw a nice party with music and pretty things to kind of break the negativity, to break any spells or curses, okay? So this will lighten the mood in your place, and it will help to break any brujeria or witchcraft. There is brujeria somewhere that was thrown. It could have been big or it could have been small. But Spirit is warning you that you need to get a reading. You need to get some work done. You need to do cleanings, and the cleanings are listed in my discussion section. You can go there and read all of the things that I posted, but you got to do something. Spirit is saying that you may have luck in lottery and the numbers. I'm not advocating for gambling, but if you have, Spirit is saying that you got a fast hand now. The fast hand, like down south in Louisiana, like hoodoo voodoo, like if you got a fast hand, that means your hand's hot. So that means if you play some numbers, you gamble, you could potentially win. Just don't spend all of your money. Don't spend your mortgage money, your kids' tuition. That would not be good. Okay. Um, and like I said, you have the ability to divine. Okay. And you do have a fortune teller, a gypsy. You have someone that walks with you that wants recognition. Okay. You could set up a glass of water and a candle and call forth that energy and see how they present themselves. Okay. You definitely have to watch for viruses and sicknesses in the blood, because viruses and sicknesses are very prevalent in this letter. And in this letter in particular, absolutely no tattoos. This reading covers several days, several weeks, or several months. But it's saying here that if you get a tattoo, potentially the ink could be tainted or the needle could be tainted. Okay. So you got to watch everything. And any openings in your body, they could be infected. Um, Spirit is saying that you're clairvoyant. Okay. You can read people. You can sense things. Spirit shows you. Now, as to whether you accept it or not, that's on you. But Spirit is saying that you have the ability to read people. If you are trying to get pregnant, I don't see any pregnancy cards here. But if you were trying to get pregnant, you need to pray and meditate for the safety of this baby. Because what Spirit is saying that, you could have trouble. You could have a trouble pregnancy. If you haven't had one in the past, you could have a trouble pregnancy coming. So you definitely got to pray for you and that baby. Okay. And if you need to explore that more, like I said, I'm available for private readings. You just got to email me. You can tend to be moody, and this moodiness is caused by a spirit that walks with you. But this spirit is not necessarily a bad spirit. This is an ancestral spirit. This particular spirit is very much attached to you. They have a very protecting like energy with you. And that's the reason why you need to sit in peace and quiet and close your eyes and meditate. Turn your eyes inward into your spiritual eye, that third eye chakra. And things will start to open up for you. And this ancestral spirit will lead you to them. They will guide you to a photo album. They will guide you to talking about something to someone in your family, and then the picture will pop up, or you'll feel like an automatic like affinity to that spirit, that ancestor. Uh, it's something also too with your father. Okay. If your father is crossed over, Spirit is calling for you to light a candle to dedicate it to your father. If you have a picture of your father, if your father is crossed over, if he is a spirit, if he is an ancestor now, dedicate a candle to him, put a little glass of water. If you can find his picture, cut out all the living people in the picture and keep him in the picture. Call out his full name 3 times and just talk to him. Say like, Dad, I miss you. I was thankful for you helping me when you were alive. I need your help now that you're in the spiritual plane. Since you were so good with money, I really need you to help me to manage my money. I need you to help me to buy this house. Put me in touch with the right people, the right banks, the right properties, so I can know what to do. And after you're finished praying to him, you knock 3 times. Okay, because if your father is crossed over, he wants light. And if your father is still alive, there's something that you got to go talk to him. He wants attention. Spirit is saying, do not force your ways on your child or your children. Okay, let them develop into who they're going to be. Okay, Spirit is saying like you got to let them blossom. All right. And Spirit is yet again talking about you reading cards. Like you could get a playing deck, a tarot deck, but you can read. Okay. And they're saying like walks in the park would be beneficial to you. Definitely walks in the park, getting fresh air. It's good to calm you and to clean you. Um, Spirit is saying too that to watch for illness that runs in your family, okay, through your bloodline. All right. This Odu, this letter in which Spirit is speaking, talks a lot about the bloodline, bloodborne illnesses, okay, ancestral things that have been passed down. So I don't know if it's like some kind of like diabetes, something with your blood, okay, cholesterol, um, leukemia, sickle cell, something's going on with the blood. So definitely get it checked. And you know, Spirit is saying that your ancestors are coming up here, okay? And basically what your ancestors want you to do is they want flowers. They want you to set up a bouquet of flowers for them and a glass of water and a candle, okay? If you have any pictures of your ancestors, put those pictures up. You could put it in a nice frame, like IKEA has cute little cheap frames. But cut all the living people out of those pictures. They can only be your blood ancestors that lived a righteous or a fairly decent life. Now, if they were murderers, no, don't put their pictures up. You're not trying to tap into that energy. But if they lived a fairly decent life, your ancestors want you to put flowers up for them. And they're warning you that do not brag, because the bragging brings your enemies on. And the bragging could have been what prompted prompted the brujeria, the witchcraft, to be thrown. Okay. At this time, they're saying no pumpkins. Do not eat pumpkin pie. No pumpkin soup. No pumpkin seeds. Pumpkins are very sacred here. There's an energy that's really prominent with you now. In addition to Shango, which is that male aspect of God, there's the female aspect of God. Her name is Oshun. And Oshun owns love, beauty, relationships, sensuality. Oshun is very feminine. Her energy rules over love and romance. Okay? Oshun loves beautiful things. So Oshun is saying she's speaking, all right? And because she's speaking, she owns the pumpkin. And so we definitely want to respect her presence and her energy. So what they're saying is just lay off the pumpkins for a while. You can have a pumpkin in your house. You just can't eat it. Okay? And the last message is that even the walls have ears. So Spirit is saying that people are listening. People may be listening. Your neighbors may be listening to you. At work, you may have your coworkers listening to your conversations. Worst case scenario, if your enemy has worked you, they could have sent a spirit to eavesdrop and watch you. Oh, yeah. Okay. We not only have enemies in the physical plane, the earthly plane, but there's also enemies in the spiritual plane. Okay. And that is why you got to cut them off. And you got to fortify yourself spiritually through the spiritual baths, white baths, smoking, saging out your place, Palo Santo, frankincense and myrrh. Okay, doing those things to keep your place clean. Don't make your plans be known. Please don't. You could lose your wealth at this time, your money. Okay, your money could be kind of funny. So just be aware. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from your archangels to get the final word on what they have to say, and then we will close. Whew. Okay. Got a couple of cards here. Let's see what they're saying. All right. First card. Take back your power. Didn't I talk about this? Can't make this up. Okay. That's why Shango showed up. He wants you to take back your power. He's the comandante. He's in charge. Okay. He wants you to stand up. And through prayer and meditation in that particular stand, if you could pray and meditate in that particular position, that would be ideal, because he's showing you how to pray and meditate. Okay, so this is Archangel Raziel. He's saying use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Wow. To manifest blessings in your life. Wow. Your guardian angels, your spirit guides and protections are here. They want you to stand up in your power. Stand up. Don't live in darkness anymore. Don't live in confusion and despair. Don't live in non-direction. You have a direction to go in. Your spirit guides and protections are showing you. The next card that came up. Okay. Is clairsentience. Clairsentience. Okay. And this is from Archangel Ragiel. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings, and they signify divine guidance. Okay. So it's saying that, you could have certain feelings, but that's really the spirit trying to connect and talk to you. Okay. You definitely want to keep your house illuminated. You want to definitely keep night lights on in your house, because this shows illumination in darkness. It also shows about you working on your heart chakra. So you can definitely go to my chakra playlist and start working on your heart chakra, okay, to cultivate that. The next card, nurture. There's a baby in the middle. So if you're trying to conceive that baby, you have female spirit guides and protections that are willing to help you. All right. Archangel Gabriel, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important right now. So they're saying to take care of yourself. Okay. When you take care of yourself, then the blessings will come. And finally, spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. All right. So this is deep. The time is now. Spirit wants you to seize the moment. So going into 2020, they want you to stand in your power. Definitely stand in your power. Stand up. This has been a really powerful reading. If you'd like to explore more on a personal, private level, you can email me at ayabaswind, WYND 999 at gmail.com. I am open now for private readings. And I wish you the very best for December 2019. And I will see you for the new year, January 2020, and the next few weeks. All right, guys, enjoy your holiday.